Not having to file taxes and having the IRS do it for you sounds like the best solution. But here's why it will not work in your favor. There's a reason why the IRS tax code is thousands and thousands of pages because if you really want to take advantage of the tax code, you can't rely on the IRS. And if the IRS is filing a tax return for you, where does your deductions go? Where do your dependents go? Where do your write-offs go? They have none of that information unless you provide it for them. And as dysfunctional the IRS is already, putting more work on their plate will even make them more dysfunctional. But like I mentioned, there is something called a substitute tax return. This is something the IRS files on your behalf if you haven't filed your taxes, I would say probably 5 or 7 years later. Now, when they file a substitute tax return, they don't include any dependents. Your filing status is single. They don't add any write-offs. So this does not work in your favor. And I'll tell you what, they will not file a substitute tax return if you're expecting a refund because who the hell cares? You're losing your money. But if they calculate something internally and see that you're going to be owing taxes, they're definitely going to be filing a substitute tax return for you. And lastly, if you're working on a W-2 and you never filed, then most likely you're missing out because you probably could have gotten some refund. Even if it could be small, it adds up for multiple years.